Do you always create a budget but somehow you fail to stick to it? Let us fix that in this year. The importance of having a proper budget is that it helps you have control over your money. It also gives you financial freedom and helps you to reduce stress. In this video, I'm gonna help you create a budget using steps that I will advise you to follow, and you will thank me later. You sing it, hey, mama, don't stress your mind. We coming home. Hey guys, what's going on? Hoping you guys are doing fine like I am here. Welcome to Ann Kiki's channel. In case you're new here, please subscribe and hit the notification bell because you don't want to miss on my future videos. This is where we stay and build each other financially, so I believe you are meant to be in this channel. Today I'm gonna be sharing with you guys the steps I follow in order to create a budget. I know this is a challenge for a lot of people, and I hope by the end of this video you are going to create your own budget. The first step is to set clear goals. You need to know what are you saving for. You need to have goals. At the end of this and this period, I want to buy a house. I want to buy a car. I want to furnish my house. I want to have at least a washing machine. As you said, these goals also have the time limit. Is it a 1-year goal? Is it a 2-year goal? Is it a 3-year goal? We always have long-term goals and short-term goals. You can even have a notebook like I usually have. I shared with you guys in another video. I'll pin it here somewhere on top, whereby I showed you my goals. I have set aside goals that I want to achieve within 6 months, within 1 year, within the next 3 years. I usually stop at 3 years, but if you're a planner, you can even go on to 10 years, 5 years. And I also usually have goals that I need to achieve by the time my birthday comes. So by the time I hit the next age, I have these and these plans, those kind of goals are really important. So you need to set clear goals and have a time limit. Now, the next thing is to calculate your income. Make sure you bring together all your sources of money. It could be your salary, your side hustles. All these are your sources of income. So do not leave your side hustle and say, I'm planning for my salary alone. No. When it comes to creating a budget, you need to plan for every source of income that you want, that you get, because you do not want to waste any money that comes your way. So if it is your salary, have it, and then calculate all the amount of money you get from your side hustle. Calculate all the other extra money that usually come on your side, like planned or unplanned, so that you can be able to monitor all your earnings right away. So it's very important to also account for those irregular incomes that you did not expect but come along your way. Now, after tracking your income, you also need to track your expenses. Now, after you know this is the amount of money I earn, then this is the amount of money I spend. So expenses usually come now in whereby you have your rent, you have bills to pay, maybe electricity. For those who have kids, you have school fees to pay. You have maybe your house manager to pay. Every expense that you have, make sure you have it. Also have a list of everything that you expect to spend. And some of us even have chamas. Now those are fixed. I also count loan repayment money as fixed expenses, all those things. And also your savings are also expenses, because you have to get money, like you have to get rid of money to do it. So make sure you have all your expenses, how much you spend on these expenses, so that you can be able to know how much your expenditure is. For expenses like groceries, you can use apps. There are so many apps on Play Store that helps you to track your expenditure. Even if you use that app, like whichever app you decide to use, even if you use it for like 2 weeks consistently, you'll be able to estimate how much you spend on these variables. Groceries are variable expenses because they usually vary. It's not like the rent which is fixed. If it is 1,000, it's 1,000. No, groceries usually vary, but if you track them for like 2 weeks, you're going to get a rough estimate of how much you expect to be spending on groceries. Now once you're done with that, the next thing now is to create a budget and make sure you prioritize the 50-30-20 rule. Now 50-30-20 rule is whereby 50% goes for your needs. So in your budget, let only 50% be your needs. If your needs exceed 50%, I mean 50% of your income, that is. So if your needs exceed 50% of your income, then you have to cut on those needs. It means you are living beyond your means. Yeah. So needs are things like rent, utilities, groceries, all those things that we've said, all your expenses, not really all, but those expenses that are a must, that, like, for example, the house, food, bills, electricity, water, those things that you cannot survive without them, I mean, those are your needs. They should not exceed 50%. So if you find maybe your rent is already 50% of your salary or of your income, then you are doing it wrong. You need to be in a cheaper house. 30% are usually wants. Wants are things that we do for entertainment. For example, maybe going out for movies, clubbing, and also things like buying washing machines, buying cookers, buying televisions. All those are for entertainment. They are not a necessity. They should not exceed 30%. If you can have them even at a lower percent, maybe 20%, the better. But we always say the maximum is usually 30%. And at least commit 20% of your salary to savings and debts. If you don't have any debt, commit it to savings. Do not eat 20% of your salary. I'm telling you now, make sure 20% of your salary goes to your savings account. That is always the rule. If you want to save for the future, you have to sacrifice now. Stop using 20% of your salary. From today, calculate 20%, save it. If you're not saving it, at least let it be paying a debt, because now I believe many people usually have to take loans in order to invest, in order to grow. So at least 20%, commit it somewhere, maybe in a loan or in a savings account. Now, once you're done creating your budget, I always say automate your savings. For me, I usually automate my savings. The bank usually have a standing order. Whenever my money or my salary reaches there, gets there, they get their savings, like automatically. You don't expect that amount of money, because if you say you will be getting your salary and then taking it and saving, it will be so hard for you. You'll find you will have a lot of inconsistencies. So in order to discipline yourself, just automate your savings. Let the bank control them. Let the bank take the savings every end month, and I don't think it's going to be a hard thing. You're gonna get used, and you will not budget for your savings, because you will get used to that. And also, as you automate your savings, make sure your savings account is an account that has a good interest. So research on interest accounts. High yielding accounts is the best one to use, because you don't want your money to just lie there in the bank, idle there. You saved 20,000 at the beginning of year, at the end of the year maybe it's 20,100. That's a wasted opportunity. Make sure your savings account are yielding high, because it's all about profit. We are not here to, joke. We want profits. So at the end of the year, that 20,000 should at least give you 2,000 more or more. Yeah. Now, I believe if you follow all those tips, you're going to be able to create a good budget. But don't forget to be checking yourself regularly. Keep on, checking the progress. This makes sure that you are going to stay consistent. You're going to see what you're doing wrong and correcting yourself. Look for those apps on Play Store that will help you to create good budgets, that will also help you to track your expenses. And I believe this year we should be disciplined. We need to smile at the end of the year. So just comment down below, guys. Tell me what you're doing about your budget. Has it been stressing you? Do you think this video is going to assist you? And in case you have any question, just ask me in the comment section down below. I'm definitely going to reply to you guys. In the meantime, watch my other videos. You're going to get a lot of insight, and feel free to ask me anything. I'm definitely going to reply to you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to leave a like on the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.